I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
What?
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love.
What?
So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
What the hell did you just say?
What an asshole.
All right, buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to dive into Blue Origin Saga. But this time, we have a hefty side of real talk and maybe just a sprinkle of delightful shade. What do you guys think? Let me know. Does that sound like a good idea? So picture this. Way back in the dusty archives of the early 2000s, a certain titan of e-commerce, one Jeffrey Preston Bezos, a man whose ambitions stretch further than his hairline, had a little spacefaring daydream. He christened it Blue Origin, a name that sounds vaguely like your favorite fancy bottled water brand, right? And set out on a selfless mission to make space accessible to all. And in reusable rocket fashion, mind you. Well, hold your horses, guys. While Bezos was busy making his cosmic Uber service a reality, real life was happening. Isn't that crazy? Real life. So while our buddy Bezos was still in the early stages of his let's make space a playground for the rich, real, actual space stuff was happening. We're not just talking about joyrides. We're talking about work, dedication, and sometimes heartbreaking loss. Remember the Space Shuttle Columbia? Yeah. That wasn't some billionaire's oversized toy. That was a vehicle carrying 7 incredibly skilled individuals, folks like Kalpana Chawla, a brilliant engineer and the first Indian woman in space, and Ilan Ramon, the first Israeli astronaut. These weren't reality TV stars or pop singers. They were scientists, pilots, and specialists pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. And their mission? Weeks of crucial research in orbit. Their fate? A tragic reminder that space does not care about your Instagram followers. They paid the ultimate price, people. A stark contrast to a 10-minute jaunt to the edge of the atmosphere. On their return trip, blazing through the atmosphere after weeks of actual work in space, their shuttle, the Columbia, literally broke apart. 7 highly trained individuals, scientists, pilots, specialists, and family members, gone. Turns out, a bit of foam damage during launch led to a catastrophic failure on re-entry. No glamorous descent with champagne showers and kissing the ground while flailing a daisy over your head like a child. Just disintegration over Texas. A reminder that Instagram is as different from real life as a pop star is from an astronaut. And let's not forget the workhorses up on the International Space Station, or ISS, throughout the 2000s. While the celebrities of the future were probably worried about their next red carpet appearance, the real astronauts were up there fixing busted equipment during perilous spacewalks, literally dangling in the void. They were dodging space debris that could turn their orbital home into space dust. They were battling the physical toll of living in microgravity, all while conducting experiments that could actually benefit humanity, not just their personal brands. We're talking about people like Peggy Whitson, who spent years of her life orbiting Earth, performing complex tasks and setting records for time in space. Or what about Sergei Krikalev, a cosmonaut who practically made the ISS his second home, contributing invaluable expertise. These individuals weren't just going up for a thrill. They were building something, learning something, risking something real. So while Blue Origin might trot out their celebrity passengers for a quick zero-gravity giggle and call it inspiring, let's spare a thought for actual astronauts. What do you say, huh? They weren't posing for selfies. They were the ones truly exploring the cosmos, often facing genuine danger far from the flashing lights and adoring crowds. Their dedication and sacrifice stand in stark contrast to the fleeting space tourism we see today. The title of astronaut should carry a weight of genuine achievement, not just a hefty price tag and a famous face with 1 million Instagram followers. While Katy Perry enjoyed her brief zero-G moment, while she was too concerned with selfies to even look out the window at the Earth below her, we had seasoned NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore embarked on Boeing's Starliner for a short ISS mission. 8 days turned into over 9 grueling months due to helium leaks and thruster issues. And who ended up rescuing them? Yes, Elon Musk's outfit, SpaceX. The ones with the rockets that, generally work as intended, provided a ride home for these people on their Dragon capsule. So while some folks get a 10-minute tourist jaunt, actual seasoned astronauts had to endure being stranded in space. That's right, stranded in space, relying on actual training to literally survive. These are highly skilled individuals, the cream of the crop, people who earned the title of astronaut throughout the years of relentless dedication to their craft. And then, just a hop, skip, and a billionaire's whim later, we have the grand spectacle of Blue Origin's NS-31 mission with all-female crew. How progressive! How inspiring! Except, let's peek under the shiny veneer to expose the rot. Don't get me wrong, the lineup included some genuinely accomplished women, a brilliant astrophysicist, test pilot, and innovative environmental engineer. All women who likely understand the concept of hard work and dedication. But then we have the celebrity sprinkles on this very expensive space cupcake, Katy Perry and Gayle King. Now don't get me wrong, Katy Perry can belt out a catchy tune, and if you don't know much about her personal life or interviews, you may think she's a decent person.
Thank you so much.
You also have Gayle King, co-host of CBS Morning's quote-unquote news show, who I genuinely don't know much about, and I'm actually very happy for that fact. But referring to them as astronauts, please. They were up there for a joyride that lasted about as long as one of Katy Perry's power ballads.
This is all for the benefit of Earth.
What the hell is even that?
10 minutes of weightlessness or less, a quick photo op against the curvature of the Earth, and suddenly they're Neil Armstrong in sparkly stilettos. You have these real astronauts up there facing genuine challenges, rationing supplies, and wondering when they'll see solid ground again. They're the ones pushing the boundaries of human exploration, contributing to actual scientific data. And back on Earth, we have a pop star who experienced zero gravity for a blink and will now be posting inspirational quotes about reaching for the stars with a perfectly filtered selfie and talking about how it was all meant to be because her mom used to call her tortoise.
My mom, she has this thing where she can see. I mean, even down to the name of, the capsule.
Being tortoise, I know you spoke to all of your fans about that the capsule's named tortoise, the feather on the side, the symbol of Blue Origin, all of those gave you confidence that this was the right thing for you to do, correct?
Yeah, because I just asked for a sign from the heavens, from my angels, and they're like, well, here's the feather, which is what your mother calls you, and if that's not enough, the capsule's named Tortoise, which is the second nickname that your mother calls you.
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no.
How would you describe the moment when you took off and then the moment you landed?
What you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
You are now officially an astronaut.
The PR spin, of course, was all about inspiring young women in STEM, which, in case you don't know, stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And sure, maybe a few kids who like garbage music and fake news will change the course of their life for a few months and decide to study rocket science before moving on to their next favorite celebrity's amazing endeavor.
Today I want to talk about my top tips to getting started on OnlyFans to maximize your profit in the first few months.
Now, were Katy Perry and Gayle King genuinely interested in inspiring young women in STEM? Maybe, perhaps, it might be true. Maybe they truly believed that this brief adventure into weightlessness will inspire a generation of rocket scientists. Or maybe it was just a really cool Instagram opportunity. The truth, as always, is probably somewhere in between. But let's be honest, folks. The primary goal, in my opinion, was likely to generate maximum buzz. What better way to get headlines than to strap a global superstar into your phallic-shaped rocket? Yes, we are going there, guys. It's been said before. Let's not pretend we haven't all thought it. And Bezos himself, well, on one hand, you can't deny his ambition and the fact that Blue Origin is pushing the boundaries of commercial spaceflight. And reusable rockets are a genuinely smart idea. I mean, this stuff could lower the cost of access to space in the long run. I mean, really cool stuff. But let's also not forget, the man's got more money than several small countries combined. Couldn't some of that vast fortune be directed towards, I don't know, rescuing the actual astronauts that were on the CFT flight who were stranded against their will? I don't know. Just a thought, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Here were dedicated professionals facing a potentially life-threatening situation, while a celebrity got a 10-minute thrill ride and is being touted as some kind of space pioneer. These people literally think that the world was literally revolving around them. These celebrities, accustomed to the planet practically bowing at their feet, got a brief glimpse of the actual planet from above. Do you think it gave them a sense of perspective, though? Did they suddenly realize that maybe their Instagram feed isn't the center of the universe? Don't hold your breath. I know I'm not going to be. After 2 seconds of weightlessness, they're back to posting about their favorite organic kale smoothies and telling everyone how it took so much inner strength and trust in the universe to be able to go on their so-called mission.
And I have to surrender and trust that the universe is going to take care of me and protect me and also my family and my daughter. Because I just asked for a sign from the heavens, from my angels.
Stop it. Get some help.
So while Blue Origin might pat themselves on the back for their inclusive and inspirational all-female flight, let's not forget the bigger picture. Real astronauts face real dangers while celebrities get a fleeting taste of the cosmos and then are hailed as heroes. It's a narrative that feels a little, I don't know, disconnected, kind of like Katy Perry, wouldn't you say?
This is all for the benefit of Earth.
And think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? I'm disgusted, literally.
Let the opinions fly, just like those ridiculously expensive rockets, guys. Because when it comes to space and who gets to call themselves an astronaut, it seems the debate is just getting started. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for the next one. Have a great day.
Here on the New Shepherd. I think I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing a little bit. I gotta sing in space.